Something common that as men do, but it's very important that we take care of our skin. On top of that, the ladies love it. Get yourself a box of Tiege Henley. It comes in the mail, ships within a week. If you click the link in my description, you would get 40% off your first order and 20% off a lifetime. On top of that, sign up to the app and you'll get even more deals. Me, I got a special. I got the grooming kit. I was able to get my nail clippers and everything that I needed to get myself together to go outside. Tiege Henley is the way when I tell you the perfect men's skincare routine. Get yourself a box of Tiege Henley.
Let me read my brother's super cap because I really appreciate it. Shout out to Grown Men Talking. Already became the sponsor of tonight's show with a total of $20. Thank you for helping us keep the lights on. Grown Men Talking. Shout out to GMT. Thank you, bro.
No captivity.
GMT say, my guy, no cap. It was a blessing having you on the show Sunday. Had some great feedback. Blessings. Thank you, bro, man. Hey,
no cap.
just in case some of y'all don't know, I was on Grown Man Talking show last Sunday, and I had a blast, man. Shout out to Grown Men Talking, and shout out to his entire panel, all the ladies and all the gentlemen. I had a great show. I had a great time on his show. A lot of different opinions, very opinionated panel. Thank you for even giving me that warm embrace, GMT. Thank you. If you haven't subscribed to Grown Men Talking's channel yet, make sure y'all go subscribe to Grown Men Talking. It's an excellent brother, excellent channel.
GMT and Mingo.
Hey!
Hey, he should come on the panel. Like, he should definitely come on.
Come on up here, sir. Come on up here. By the way, is this a love offering or is this
no,
indentured servitude?
That's my dog. Those are for minutes. Those are definitely for minutes.
No, don't influence him. He can
No, that's my partner. I got his vote by proxy. Ask him. You want me to call him?
What up, Grown Man Talking? I appreciate you. Let me see. Grown Man Talking. That's another show I watch. Y'all check out my man Grown Man Talking right there. If y'all can see that. That's the name of his channel. Very good channel. I watch it every day. That's I got the idea from about having a panel with more than one person on here. I saw him one day doing it. He could have women, interesting topics, what have you. So I appreciate you, Grown Man Talking.
What's going on? What is going on, YouTube? We are live. We are back in the building for another Sunday for you. Today, we got the panel in the building. Shout outs to y'all and much respect. So what's good? Please, everyone, do me a favor and unmute your mics. Unmute your mics for me real quick. Let's get on with this show. What is good? How is everyone doing today? Hold up, I got a little bit of crackling feedback going on there. I don't know where it's coming from. It might have been you, Kitty Cat. But so this is gonna be a great show. Y'all gotta bear with my homie Elisa. She is currently working, but she said, you know what? I gotta join this show today because this looks like an amazing topic. So shout outs to you, Elisa. Much respect and much love. So we're gonna jump into this, but before we do, real quick, I would like Kit to do me a favor because I know she has her bus tour coming up shortly. So I just would like for her to just send out a reminder to everybody about what she got going on. That way, you guys can sign up, be the last people to sign up. But it's better late than never, right? And it's also better late than sorry.
Absolutely. Unfortunately, we have to postpone the trip because of the amount of numbers that they got in. So the dispensary just opened yesterday, and they've literally had hundreds of people wrapped around this 10,000 square foot building. And the time that it would take, we have to wait in order for our bus to be able to get in. So we've actually had to change the dates. The dispensary will be sending me the new dates that we will actually be doing that, as well as the casino. So anyone who bought your tickets, all of my other people already know, but stay tuned for the new dates that are coming out. It's going to be amazing. But in order for us to make sure the trip is super successful, we don't want people waiting in line for hours, to go and tour and do all of this stuff. And then it takes the wind out of their sails to go to the casino. So we're definitely postponing it to make sure that people can actually get their goodies and go to the casino. But I will definitely keep you all in tune with that. But in the meantime, don't forget, we still have amazing eats and treats, and we also educate in the cannabis industry. So look at the website. It's on my link, www.theedibleincredible.com, and take a class. Let me teach you how to, make a whole dinner infusion. It don't have to be just cakes and treats. We can infuse that steak too. So awesome.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So make sure y'all go and follow Edible Incredible. Sign up for everything kit. Also, big shout outs. Please make sure you follow Mind Your Mind and subscribe to Mind Your Mind with Just Justified. Also, subscribe to the Distinguished Professor with the bombs over there. Like literally, y'all. I can't get enough of his channel. It's amazing. You do a great job at your work. So, with that being said, we got I'm So Chill, Ash in the building. We got Kid Today, Quince in the building, and we got Elisa in the building working, but she's gonna give us the best she could do, because as y'all can see, she's in uniform right now. But I would like to jump onto the show if y'all don't mind. How do y'all feel about situationships versus relationships? What do you feel is more common in today's dating market? I'm gonna play a video and then let's get into the topic.
Friend that was in a situationship with this guy for like 8.5 years, and situationship. Should she continue moving forward with this individual, or should she cancel him?
Moving forward. Moving forward. Right.
Without
did they go?
Relationship title. What is moving forward? I tried to make it as brief as possible without giving you her entire life.
She the one that didn't make it brief. 8.5 years of going nowhere. Wasn't no context you could have gave. Shorty, either you still with it or you not. This is a part of the conversation nobody wants to hear. You are responsible for your journey. You are responsible to know whether or not you are getting closer to your goal. At some point, you have to make a choice to say, pull the car over, I need to get out. We not going where I think we going.
Don't let me out.
And here's the problem. The problem is there's this assumption that everybody want these relationships. But some people are in these situationships because that's what they comfortable with. Yeah, it sounds good when we say here and we put all the blame on that man. But she was rocking in the same car, lost his with him for 8.5 years. We can say with our mouths all we want. Nah, I don't want to be rocking in no situationship. I don't want no friends with benefits. But if we're not matching that with tangible actions, what do we truly want?
All right. Situationships. And before we get started, I would love to give a shout out to Marriage, Politics, and Sports with a $5 super chat. My guy says, an argument can be made that most of today's relationships are all situationships. And I'm going to want to say,
I agree with that.
All right, anyone can start this one. Go ahead, my guy. I'm So Chill. What's your thoughts? But hold on. Before you jump in.
All right.
Let me give a shout out to everyone in the chat right now. Skinny Boy, Blockchain, thank you so much for being in the building. Also, everyone that's watching, make sure y'all stay active in the comments today and hit that like button. But I'm So Chill. Talk to us, my guy.
Oh, man. Can I be honest? I kind of agree with what the brother just said, man. Most of today's relationships are situationships because, damn, this is hard. This is a hard one, man. I agree with him because I feel like, it is. Most of today's relationships are situationships because they waste ample enough time, like years. We're talking about 8 years, 10 years, 20 years, and that relationship never go to fruition. It never ends up in marriage. Maybe a baby, but then they leave and then they try to recreate that same thing somewhere else. That's a situationship. It's not really a relationship. And now you down and out. You don't got no years, and it's a bad rap, man. I try to tell ladies, man, situationships, you're gonna always be the loser in that situation because a man got way more time than you do. He can sit there and waste 8-10 years with you and not give a damn. But you, my dear, you waste 8-10 years and you go out there and try to get something else. Yeah, bargain bin.
I think men and women alike, a lot of the situationships are comfortable for them because it's the person that they want to be with for the rest of their lives. They are hoping that they can, get married to. So they're hoping that things will turn around for them. And then a lot of the situationships, in all actuality, some of the people are being treated better than they've been treated in their relationships. So I mean, it's just the way you look at it.
Hey, that's true. That's true. You always treat the situationships far better than your relationships because with your situationship, I mean, you ain't really got to deal with them like that. Once you do what you do, and you maybe spend a little money here and there, you send their asses home back to their relationship or whatever thing that they got going on. I was at look, y'all. When my brother called me yesterday, I was sitting at the bar. I was talking to, a couple of ladies, right? One of them, she's a travel nurse, right? A Caucasian lady, not my cup of tea, but I'm just saying, very attractive. She was attractive. Now she has a couple kids, and she's in a situationship. I showed her the thumbnail for the show today. She's currently in a situationship. She's in a situationship with a doctor who is married. You know what I'm saying? This doctor check all the boxes. Damn. Yeah. This doctor, he's married. He ain't gonna leave his wife.
That's not a situationship. She's a side.
That's the situationship, baby. It's a situationship because she wants it to go somewhere. She wants him. She's
being delusional. She's delusional.
Yeah, that's what I told her.
That's not a situationship.
Is
a relationship.
I had two people talking. It's Ash and Ash. You there?
Yeah, I'm here. I was saying a situationship is pretty much a relationship without a title, not side piece, and that's a totally different thing. Like that's like common sense would say that's never going to go anywhere. It doesn't matter what she's hoping and wishing for. That man belongs to somebody else.
Yeah, and
we talk about people that stay with people for a long term, hoping to get a title, hoping to get a ring, hoping to become a girlfriend. Like that's a situationship. That's completely different from what this lady that you're speaking about is doing.
Wait a minute, man. Hold on. Yeah, that's still a situationship because she ain't doing it for nothing. She is doing it to win the ultimate bag, and that's him. He is the ultimate bag to her. She's even said it. She said all the things that women normally say. Oh, he check all the boxes. He's a doctor. He looks good. He's 6 foot. Blah 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 blah. That's a situationship. Oh yeah, and the married part. And you know what I'm saying? I get it. And look, the same thing happened, ladies. The same exact thing happened in Jeff Bezos' situation. My man, he was married. He was married to a woman, and another lady came on in there, and she was basically playing her role. It was a situationship. And guess what? She didn't leave. She stayed, and now she is married to him.
Not always, though.
Huh? Oh no, I know it ain't gonna happen for nobody on this panel, but yeah.
Because that was so necessary, right?
Jess, how you doing, Jess? I missed you, Jess. What's up? I'm glad you're talkative today.
Dating
between the lines.
Oh man,
it's a family channel. It's a family channel.
This is a family show. This is a family show.
Dating these days there are a lot of situationships, man. People treating the dating atmosphere like Uber or DoorDash.
Oh yeah.
You pick up love when you want it, you drop it off when it ain't convenient no more. Nobody's really committed. They treat dating like a side hustle. So it's a lot of situationships out here, and if you're not setting the tone at the beginning of the relationship as a man and as a woman,
then you're gonna end up in a situation. You can only fault yourself. Somebody said common sense, but common sense ain't common no more. So you got a lot of Gen Z, a lot of Gen X, a lot of Gen Alpha that are out here trying to date, and they dating and they treating it like it's DoorDash or it's Uber Eats, and you can't do that. You can't build nothing solid from that. And as a Black community, we're struggling in that aspect. So we got to stop treating dating like it's Uber.
I agree. I get it. But can I just throw this out there? In the situationships, guess who always come out the winner?
Usually the man comes out.
That's why I said, ladies, you can't be in your own game. Try to avoid the situationships at all costs. All right.
Hello,
What was that?
Alicia, you saying something?
That was Alicia. Yes, I said you get to have the cake and eat it too. You don't have to bake the cake. You don't have to make the cake. You can literally go to the store and get anything you want.
Ooh, you sound like Zappa.
Alicia, your audio was in and out.
Like Max Headroom.
She was saying a lot of people want their cake and eat it too, but they don't have to buy the cake. They don't have to bake the cake. They don't have to purchase the cake. It's just, the cake is available. Like that's what she was saying. That was like the gist of it.
So where are my ladies at? Okay, Jess came back on. Where's my lady Ash and Kitty Cat? Where y'all not on camera? What's going on?
Come on, y'all. Come on.
So
for one, I was being a fat ass eating a slice of pizza. So let me live. Okay?
I saw Ash was eating too.
It's like a whole mukbang out here.
Yo, all of them kids. Jess was eating popcorn. Ash was eating like broccoli or something.
Well, I want to hit these motherfuckers. I want to hit them so bad, but I can't. I ain't want to do it.
Welcome to GMT, the mukbang edition.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. What's going on? Hold on, we gotta
go on and eat your peaches, Quint.
We got a $5 super chat, y'all, from Marriage Politics. He says a situationship is simply a couple. It's simply when a couple is sexually engaged or on a regular basis. I'm sorry, regardless of the individual circumstance. So, situationships is usually that, right? It's usually, to me, my point of view on it, it's nothing serious. You can't take it serious, and I don't think women should expect anything serious out of a situationship. The crazy part is men are the one that has the key to relationships. So we call it a relationship or we call you a situationship. What I advise women to do is the moment you start realizing that this is not turning or forming into the relationship that you want, why are you staying in it? You should leave.
Right.
So,
First of all, that lady in the video, after 8 years, her friend is wanting something. That's ridiculous right there.
She did two terms.
That was ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean
2 terms.
I mean, but it's funny though. It's really funny though when you think about it, because I really do. I wholeheartedly believe that women do this. They're the start of the situationships. You know what I'm saying? It totally took off around 2019. This whole situationship thing, the name of it. Anybody can look it up. Situationships became popular in 2019, and you got to understand something. Women tend to start these situationships. They don't want nothing serious. They just feeling the dude out, or they got a dude and he's a placeholder. She know he's a placeholder. She ain't willing to be really serious with him, and that's usually how these situationships tend to start. But then when it's all said and done, and the dude done, you know what I'm saying, done, a whole bunch of times, and then had that thing stretched out like a picnic table, and she going back out there to the market. She loses. She loses.
It's subjective, because I've seen it on the other end as well. I've seen men who don't really want a relationship, and they're telling her, they may even tell her from the get, I'm not into a relationship, and she may think she may change his mind or whatever the situation is. Be real. That's what you see that on both sides.
Y'all, 100%.
And guess what? Y'all be the foolish ones to fall for it. If we tell you from the jump that we don't want a relationship, it's a reason why we're telling you that. We're telling you we don't want a relationship because we don't want one with you. Now we'll stretch you out like a picnic table all day long, but we don't want a relationship with you. And then we know that most of y'all are going to try to change our mind. Oh, we love it when y'all try to change our
That
mind
might
too.
be an ego thing too on the men's part. If you want the woman chasing you and all that
Yeah,
other
you,
stuff, I mean,
It's just
it's a
access to the
reality thing.
guts. That's all.
and you know, some men get involved in a situationship with married women.
No, I mean,
I've seen it.
It's crazy. I don't know why men do that.
Yeah, I
That
started.
happens as well.
Yeah.
And the thing of it is you're not going to be involved with someone for 8 years or so and not have any feelings for them. So a lot of time in these situationships, they tell one another they love one another and all the other stuff, but you know, it's just the relationship portion of it, or it's something about one of them that they don't feel like that other person is the person that they want to spend the rest of their life with, or they can trust spending the rest of their life with.
Right.
Or some may just be milking it for what they can get out of it, and until S hits the fan, pretty much.
You know what I see?
milk
I
dry
see
up.
a lot of to the milk dry up.
Huh?
You know what I see? I see a lot of people that's involved in these situationships, especially on the men's side, right? Usually those type of men that play those games are usually the men that tend to use women. When I say use, they usually are the men that don't really have much. And they depend on women either for a place to stay or a car to drive. And I'm not crapping on men in no type of way, but let's call it what it is. A lot of men that refuse to actually say, yo, this is what it is and settle down, because successful men tend to want relationships. Because at the end of the day, most successful men want legacy. So to have legacy, we know that, yo, I got to build something with somebody. So in order for us to have it, though, you know we can't play too many games. But when you see these men playing games, they sitting in these situationships for years. For years. It's always been bum dudes. I'm sorry. It is what it is. Yo, Rafi, what up? What up? What up?
What up, Raph?
What's good, Ken? You in the building? Peace, my brother.
Intellect.
And my intellect ignited is in the building. What's good? What's good?
Well, access to the guts.
and chill. You were slightly off. 2017 is when that situation started. 2017. So yeah, it is. Yeah, so you're close. But you're right, man. And a lot of these women get in these situationships, they end up hurt. They end up in the next relationship scared to get played again. You know, and then social media got everybody chasing this fantasy, like, oh, okay, I'm gonna get this next dude. I'm gonna get Michael B. Jordan on my next go around. Oh, I dated Michael B. Jordan, now I can get him again. No, you understand?
Yeah,
like
delusional,
you got
people who are chasing Tia Mowry and stuff like that, right? Delusional.
Yeah, hold on.
Hey, guess what?
Oh, those shots.
Can I defend my brother real quick? Hey,
go ahead.
No, you stay out of this. I'm not talking to you.
No.
I'm not talking to you.
So I try to be nice to Jess, right? But she gonna come at when you come at the king, you better not miss, and you missed. But it's okay.
No, actually, I didn't.
I'm not delusional. I'm not delusional when it comes to Tia Mowry. It's women in situations who think they're gonna get a man the way they are, and that's delusional. And they end up singling by themselves. And that's not talking to you. I'm just saying in general. So these women end up in situationships. I know. I'm
that's not true.
Right. I'm just saying though.
I just threw my shot.
Well, your shot still missed. But anyway, what I'm trying to say.
It landed perfectly.
It did. No, because we're a family show. So I'll leave certain things where they are.
Damn,
but
no. That was a good one. Y'all got to give it to her.
No, that was a good one, dog.
They don't want to admit it. They don't want to admit it.
It was a good one.
It's all right.
A broken clock is right twice a day.
Ego about it. That's all right.
I don't either.
So you ain't gonna do a touchdown dance.
Ain't no point in nobody chasing her, because look, right now, anybody on this panel, if somebody wanted to date, what's her name, Stacey Dash, Tia Mowry is in the same in the same bin as Stacey Dash. Stacey Dash, if you can afford $1,600 rent, because that's what her rent is right now, $1,600. If y'all can afford $1,600 rent, my brother, you can get a Stacey Dash, you can get a Tia Mowry. She ain't got no other options. It's a wrap for her. She better go ahead and holler at Professor right now, man. Get the last train leaving.
Y'all know. Come on, man.
Yo, hold on. That was another shot. If y'all ain't peeped that, Professor utilized. Damn,
Hey,
son.
but guess what? Here's the thing, though. She still got to take a ride.
Yeah, she got to take a ride.
And I'm not trying to be in a relationship with her. I'm just trying to get the cookies and keep it pushing. So
He just
at
wants
the
a
end of the day,
situationship.
there we go. I don't want a relationship with her.
Those two women can get guys. They just can't get the guys that they want.
Like me.
But
Exactly.
they're going to be delusional that they can get what they want to a certain extent. Let's be honest.
Oh, yeah.
No, they old. They ain't getting nothing.
All right.
Yo, Kid, Kid is quiet down there. What's up, Kid?
She got that lollipop and that
I don't know what's going on with Kid.
that slice of pizza.
No lollipops or anything. I'm just
no,
and just
She went to church. She went to church and the preacher got to feeling guilty.
What you say?
What he say?
She said you went to church and the preacher got you feeling guilty.
You know what?
Man.
I go to Bedside Baptist because I don't want to burn when I hit the door. So
you got that church too?
You know, I just if I'm a
Deacon Sheets.
I'm a pray.
Pastor Pillowcase.
Yeah, I'm a person. That's okay.
I go to Bedside Baptist too.
What's your thoughts on the top? Elisa is Skinny Boy. Elisa is working. She actually just got off the plane. You know, she's a flight attendant. But she said, yo, she gonna do her best to be on the show. So we're gonna let her rock until she can get on. But
give me a ginger ale and a bag of nuts.
Huh?
He said he want a bag of nuts.
A ginger ale and a bag of nuts.
Bring him a ginger ale.
Pause on that.
No Diddy.
Kit, what's your thoughts on the topic?
Yeah, Kit, what's your thoughts on situationships?
You all treat this like a family show. I don't, so don't start with me, chill. Okay, just be icy. Okay, be that chill. Be icy. Okay. I think the problem is that people assume that women want deeper relationships from these people. Some of them, it's an exchange of energy, right? Some of them are not looking to be around hoping to get picked and jumping around like, pick me. You know, some women are like, no, I have my boo for this, and I have this, and I have this one, and I'm happy with this one. And they might actually have a main one that is, you know, might be missing what A, B, and C are missing, but they're still happy with their partner, right? Again, I think we have to stop being so linear about how we think about things as far as what women, you know, in situationships, you know, want and vice versa. I also think men need to stop thinking that, you know, they're necessarily finessing. Like, even if you all win in the end, if you want to say that, right? Y'all aren't necessarily finessing women into staying with you all this long. Y'all aren't like, it's not necessarily that kind of a deal. So I personally feel like situationships are situational, and each situation is different. So I think we need to start looking at it from that aspect versus women are washed up, and if they're in a situationship, blah blah blah. But it's all about what you want, what you decide that it's going to work for you.
I personally don't feel like women are washed up that's in situationships. I feel like they waste their time, and I feel like they're wasting their good years with these men, especially when they get into these situationships when they're in their early 20s. And they wait until 35. Now you start hitting that quote unquote wall, right? Where it's much harder to get the results that you may have wanted out of life. And then now you're kind of burdened with dealing with the baggage of some dude that you let waste your time.
But you know what, though? She has a point. I mean, there's a lot of women that don't want to get married again or don't want to get married, and they just want somebody to spend that time with or do whatever. Yeah, Jess.
But that's when they get older.
When the rose wouldn't help, they want a warm body.
But all those the women that's complaining about situationships, Quint?
You got a point.
No,
but you're shooting back.
The ones that actually expect something from it will be the ones more likely to complain. Because if they expect something from it and it's not coming about, wouldn't that be logical?
Hey, all right. So I got
see that.
Guess on it today. Oh yeah,
She had her Wheaties. She had her Wheaties this morning.
Yeah, hey,
Oh, Wheaties.
I do got a question though. I want to ask the ladies on the panel: have y'all experienced situationships? And tell us about them.
You know, Jess is not going to tell you no
I know she
personal.
ain't.
I'm not getting no personal.
But Jess, Ash, you ever been in a situationship before?
Shit, I'm in one now.
Shut up, because I'm not. To an extent, I kind of was, because I was in a relationship with this guy. And I told him, I was like, we probably shouldn't do this relationship thing because I'm about to leave and you about to leave, and I don't do long distance. But we were vibing, and instead of exclusively dating, he was so pressed about getting this relationship. And I was like, okay, but when I'm gone, like, that's it. We got to be done because I don't do long distance. So we were in a relationship for like 6 months, and I knew it wasn't gonna go nowhere. He knew it wasn't going nowhere. So that was a situationship because we was just passing time with each other. We liked each other, but we knew we knew we weren't willing to put in what it took to like do the long haul. It was
okay.
literally for the
Question
moment.
to that though: how long did it take before you realized that you didn't want to do the work?
Oh, before literally before the relationship started, like when it came up, and he was like, "Hey, like, I think we should be in a relationship. Like, I want you to be my girl." And I was like, I don't think so. So I'm about to leave, and you're about to leave.
So is that a relationship or is that an FB? Is that a relationship or FB?
I mean, I would say it's exclusively FB, but like, you know.
So that's what I'm saying. Y'all know what it was. Y'all got your itches scratched.
No, to her defense,
each other.
Wait,
to her defense, you run across. I'm sorry, my bad.
Go ahead, Quinn. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Ash.
To her defense, you run across a lot of those situations in the military. You know, when it's time for someone else to move on to another duty location or what have you, you know, you don't want to do that long distance thing, or you know it's not going to work. You know, you're not going to be stationed anywhere else together, and it's always going to be a you try to fly to see me and me try to fly to see you, and it's not going to work out. So it happens a lot in the military. I know.
I'd have been in that before, Ash. I know what you're saying. Like it was just a mutual FB. It wasn't like a relationship, or it was just like a mutual FB, right?
Yeah.
Is that what you're trying to say?
That. I mean, we can say that.
You know, because y'all know what it was. Y'all know what nothing going down. Like, hey, I like you, you like me. This ain't gonna work. Let's just keep it. Let's just keep doing what we do. Let's keep scratching each other itch until it's time for me to go.
Them feelings grow.
Then when it's time to go, I get another back scratcher. I got you. I've been there.
Do me a favor, chill. Stay out the comments, please.
I know. I will. I will.
All right.
Well, bunch of babies up in the moment. But anyway,
no. Chill.
I'm about to unleash the beast. But now,
all right. All right. So, I mean, you know, like I say, man, I think women need to be very mindful of how they spend their time, especially in your fertile years. But I get it. Like, you're young. You was in your 20s, right, Ash? Like early 20s? Ash was like, nah, that was last week, son.
Trying to blow up her Hey.
I'm not gonna get personal up here, okay?
I feel you. I ain't mad at you.
No, you good.
You know,
come on. Don't be shy, folks. Just come on, share it.
But you know what? It's usually the friends that complain about it.
She'll just want ammo. Don't do
He
it.
do.
Ammo for what?
And he not gonna get it from me.
Oh my God.
Oh, man.
Can I just be honest about something?
No, you can't.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Look, people always be like, "Oh, chill, just want ammo." Understand something? I don't need you to tell me anything that I don't already know. There's not a person that stands in front of me. The moment you open your mouth, I know who you are, where you've been, and what you've done. I'm being a nice person by not just saying it. All right. So yeah, that part.
Trust.
Power dynamics, baby.
Ditto.
Everything. Yeah, thank
Ditto.
you. People know me. I don't need nothing, and I could read your mail like I had it in my hand.
Ditto.
Yeah. What you gonna do, Jess?
You'll be a fortune teller.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
Jess is on one today. I like this, Jess.
She is.
So
have my water, have my popcorn, we good.
we got a 199 super chat from my guy Rock. He says military relationships are all situationships.
I agree with
I
that.
don't know, man. I've heard some stories about the military, but I've never been in the military. But I had definitely heard stories.
Yeah,
He's
And
right.
I heard that there's really a lot of things that's not genuine that come out of there, and I do hear about a lot of situationships.
I wish I could slap that with him. I wish I could slap that with him on that one, because in all actuality, even marriages in the military situationship.
Damn right.
I agree.
It's like a big hustle.
Why would y'all say that though? Like, I don't understand.
Trust.
I tell you what, I put it to you like this. I had someone overseas I had a married dude get mad at me for a female that liked me that he liked.
That's
What kind of sense
all
does
the
that make?
time. All the time. All the time.
You get it? You get it, GMT?
Yeah. I get it, but I'm like, all right.
Ash will know, right, Ash?
It's just a like. I'm like, I don't understand why he would get mad at a like.
No, he's
He's married. It's a married dude mad at me because a female he
He's married,
a female he liked me. He was mad at me. And then he told me, he said, since you're a sergeant and she's an E4, that's fraternization. I was like, no, she's not in my, she's not under my direct, leadership. I mean, when you're a sergeant in the military overall, E4 and below, but she wasn't in my direct command.
Right.
So he was trying to use that. I said, well, hell, you got a married girlfriend. Both of y'all married. You both committed adultery, so we'll go tell on each other.
Right.
He shut the hell up then. But I mean, but like Blockchain said, everything in the military is a situationship.
Look, the military like the Freaknik. I'm trying to tell y'all.
You get lucky if you both get out and you still married.
The Army was, I'm trying to tell you. Oh man, it's like gangbusters over there, man. It's like the Freaknik. I'm trying to tell you, the military is no joke, man. It goes down.
I told you this one woman I met, man, I don't know if she watches the show or not, but she told me she had 60, at the time it was like 65 dudes.
What?
In the military. That's the number she threw at me.
What, bodies?
I was like, yo, bodies, done.
Bodies. Oh, she's done, baby. She done.
And she said the vast majority of the bodies was when she was in the Army.
Oh yeah. It goes down in the Army, man. I'm trying to tell you. It ain't a trap hourrah. I'm trying to tell you, it ain't a trap house nowhere in the Army, boy.
Yeah, we got another 199 super chat. Especially with E6 and below, retired Navy. Yeah, he was in the Navy as well. So I know, I don't know what's going on. How do y'all think we could change this narrative, though? Do y'all feel like the majority, because women want relationships, but men provide situationships to them? How do y'all think we could change that narrative to allow women to get back to the way it's supposed to?
What you want.
I got a 5-step process. Communicate clear intentions. Shift your social circle. Prioritize emotional availability. Rebuild trust in relationships, and challenge social norms. That's my 5-point process.
It makes a lot of sense, but all that go out of the window when you meet somebody you like.
So I'm gonna say this: women and men, like when it comes to dating, you need to date with a purpose. If you're giving your body to somebody, man, and that needs to be a relationship, straight up. Or if it's not a relationship, you need to be honest and let them know what it is that you want. If you don't want to be in a situationship, then take your ass on. Why are you gonna stay 8+ years in a situationship, knowing damn well you don't got as much time as men do?
Because it's good to them. It feels good.
Yeah, I know it feels good, but you better make sure you like that. Oh, go ahead.
He hitting the bottom.
What up,
for 8 years. But hold on, let me get this real quick. Hank, what up, my God? Big blessings. I'm Hank in the basement. He says, what's good, family? And we are good on this side. I will drop the link. Let me know if you want to jump on and
come on here and talk some shit with me.
You had quit in the closet, he get in the basement. God dang.
Yeah, that's my dog there. Come on, talk some shit with me.
You know what I'm saying? But what do you think? What do you think, Ash? Let's start. Let's move over to you. How could this change? I heard you said something, but I think it got overshadowed.
Stop giving in until you get what you want. Someone hit it on it. Was it Professor? You just said that all changes when you like somebody.
I said
no, that was Quinn. That was Quinn.
That was Quinn. Yeah, you said that. That was a bar. When you come across someone that you like, you should treat them the strictest. At the end of the day, if you want to progress with somebody that you like, stop folding so quickly.
Stop getting folded up so quickly, right?
That part.
You mean getting folded up so quickly?
Right.
To say that.
I think the days are gone when women can use. I mean, I know women can always use sex as a weapon, right? But with it everywhere, like men can get sex from anywhere now. So it's not that's not going to be the thing that keeps them. So keeping it to yourself longer for sure. And then having standards. Like I always say, like, you should have some qualifications before a guy like lay down with you. Like it's a big thing for me. Because a lot of times people will lay down with someone who can't do anything for them. Or better yet, who won't do anything for them.
I agree.
Well, with that analogy though, you have to think about the analogy that they use that you had a fast food restaurant and the hamburgers are like $2.50. Everybody in front of you get the hamburgers for $2.50. And when you get up there and say, oh, it's $1,000 for you because I like you.
That's the thing. You shouldn't be, if your goal is to be married or to be in a committed relationship, you shouldn't be like out here giving everybody hamburgers for $2.50. Like your hamburger, no one should even know the price of your hamburgers at the end of the day.
Can I be honest?
Mm.
I do want to be honest. I know we love to be solution based and we want to, the topics that we talk about, we want to come to a solution, but I don't think the situationship thing is ever going to change. Matter of fact, I think it's going to get even worse because I got to be honest. Women of today have scared off men from wanting relationships. They really have. And so men are now doing the whole situationship thing because guess what? They want access to women. They want access to them guts. They really do. I mean, we love women. So, I mean, I got to be honest. What I'm seeing out here.
On both ends too. I think relationships has been watered down and like with people wanting it overall. But I do want to real quick talk about what Ash said when she said, stop giving in until you get what you want. So here's where the flaw is with that though, because there's a lot of people sometimes that can hold out and with you for a little bit until they get what they want. So you got to kind of be careful with that as well if you want to take that approach. Some people really will play the game until they get what they want. So
men don't hold out for long though. And that's the thing. Once you solidify, I know men could be in the friend zone for a long time. A man can stay in the friend zone for 20 years until he gets what he wants. So I agree on that stance, right?
But then I would say, go ahead.
But when it comes down to a relationship and he wants a relationship, usually men don't hold on for more than like a few weeks. And then after like, it's realizing this ain't going nowhere and I'm not getting it within 3 weeks, 4 weeks, I'm out. So holding on could mean, make this solidified. I want to meet your mama. I want to meet this person. Show me more. What do you want? Have those deep conversations to where now the feeling is mutual. And that's when, it ain't saying, because ain't nobody waiting until they get married, but you know what I'm saying.
But I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie though.
At least as a continuation was that make sure that that's a conversation when you are meeting people. What intentions are to some degree, not saying like saying straight, okay, we're gonna get married next week. No, but at least know what that person have in mind to that for you guys to kind of move towards that same direction. Because I mean, though there's a rise in the situationships and all that, and it's going to get worse than better, I still do think that there are people who, that's their mindset, that's what they're for, whether you want to believe it or not.
I ain't gonna lie. If I'm dating a girl for 3-4 weeks and I ain't touched the drawers yet, I'm gonna stay just a little bit longer and do what she need me to do till I get it, and then I'm gone. So I may stay in that situation a little bit longer to get what
How
I need
long?
to get.
How long would you stay in such a relation?
So I may stay in
situationship?
that. I may because I play the long game. I may be there for 3 months, right? But I got somebody on the side that's giving me what I need. So while I'm getting it from somebody else, while I'm getting it from somebody else, I'm playing a long game with this one, thinking she's letting her think she's the only one. And then once I get it, I'm gone in 60 seconds. So that's just me. I'm gonna play that long game. So that's why it goes back to communicating clear intentions. And a lot of, and what Chill was saying is correct. I don't think it's going nowhere because people these days don't know how to communicate with each other and communicate effectively with each other. So if I can't communicate with you what I want and what I need from you, then we're gonna keep being in situationships and I'm gonna keep being upset about what I get because I can't communicate effectively what I want out of this relationship from the onset.
Well, I think I've told y'all this before in here that I went on a date with a young lady in the past, and she asked me what would I do if she made me wait 90 days, that old Steve Harvey stuff, for us to sleep together. I told her, I said, hell, I'm gonna keep sleeping with who I'm sleeping with now until you get ready.
Man, y'all, it's gonna be cold out there. I'm telling you, it's gonna be cold. I mean, you hear the men saying basically they're telling you the truth, and the thing is you're gonna have to adapt to it. You're gonna have to adapt to this new dating pool that's out there. And I got to be honest, and not to this panel, but when I go out, I'm out all the time, and I see it, man. You ladies ain't equipped for what's coming. Well, you ain't equipped to deal with today's men. You're really not. And truth be told, a lot of y'all are going to constantly find yourselves in situationships because you're not equipped. And what I mean by that, y'all don't know how to. Man, you just don't know.
What are today's men?
No.
Can you have a definition of that? Because what are we not equipped for?
Yep, I will tell you what today's men are. Today's men are dudes that's put you guys in situationships because you guys, so men adjust to the market. You guys said, hey, free sex, free love. It says y'all said free sex, free love, no commitment. Women, since women have said free sex, because y'all could. Hold on. Let me. Hold on. Who control access? The women control access to sex. So if there are women out there, not saying you guys, but if there are women out there giving out free sex with no commitments, then all men are going to start to expect free sex with no commitments. So that's what the dating pool is right now, is men who are expecting free sex, Netflix and chilling with no commitments. So the women who want those commitments aren't getting them because there's a lot of other women out there giving it up.
So it sounds like what you're saying is that because prostitution became very popular, that women that have standards shouldn't have them?
No, women should have standards, and then you should hold true to those standards. But the problem is the standards you guys have are not for everybody. They're independent on the person.
So
because if a dude comes in
that are out here, the ones that
they're for certain men. For certain men that come to you, they have the combination to the key lock in 2 days. For other dudes, it's 2 months. So if you so at the end of the day, it doesn't matter who you are.
What about the men that are also giving it up within 2 days? Does that not?
We're gonna take whatever we can get. We're gonna take whatever we can get.
For our responsibility as women to control,
wait a minute,
control the situation.
Yo, because you control access to your situation.
You control your phallus that's in between your legs.
Yeah, it's going everywhere I can put it.
Exactly. So is that a lack of self-control for us, or lack of self-control for you? And you're
so because I have lack of control means you should still be a 304.
I didn't say that. I said, you're taking away from the fact that you guys have lack of self-control, and that's okay for y'all to have lack.
We don't have lack of self-control. We wouldn't be getting vagina if y'all wasn't giving it up.
Hold on now. What does men having self-control or lack of self-control have anything to do with what women are doing out here today?
Because if you had some self-control and the leaders that you are supposed to be, right, then we wouldn't have the access to give it up so quick. It takes 2 to tango, not 1.
All right. Okay. So I'm gonna allow this because we haven't had a back and forth. You about to really be introduced to me right now. All right. So we're gonna use this. Use this as an example, right? So this is the man's pole, right?
Come on.
You can wipe it off after it's been used with however.
You can also go ahead.
Right?
I love this.
Now put some water in that. Now you put some water in this, and you keep dipping your fingers in that water. That water is contaminated.
Nothing goes.
You don't want it no more,
right?
No, that's okay. I got this, girl. Let him finish.
We are totally different. We're totally different. The rules,
Completely
the same rules don't
different,
apply
yeah.
to us both.
Okay.
You with a bunch of partners will,
Okay.
I mean, guys wouldn't mess with you no more after that.
Okay.
But us with a bunch of partners, women like that because men with more experiences,
okay,
you know, we it.
You done?
You got the point?
You done?
As long as you understand.
You done?
I am. Go ahead.
Okay. Okay. Well, I appreciate that analogy, and I can
There you go.
understand when you're coming from to a certain extent. But let's break it down even further. That same bottle that you're putting in the cup of water or whatever you're doing, you're dipping it into that water, right? You're dipping it into the water several times over. I'm pretty sure the way that you guys are
Different water.
describing it.
This goes
Different
into
water,
different.
same water, whatever. It's called infections. That's what that's called. Just because you are dipping it in the water and there's plenty of condoms. It's called spiritual connections. It's called so many different Yes. You think that every time you have sex with somebody that it's just, oh, you just had sex with them. Why y'all think a lot of men are walking around depressed and drained because you're just sticking your thing in anything, condom or not. It's not saving you from anything. You're still creating space with that person. You are. And you look so confused right now because you
I
probably
do.
had sex with somebody
I'm
that
very
is
confused because
confusing
that's
you.
what we do. I'm lost because that's what men do. Men
Clearly
want
you're
access.
lost. Clearly
Men
you're lost
want
looking for
access.
anything that you could stick it into. That's
Nah,
clearly
it
you
ain't
are
like that.
lost.
It's not like that.
You're
Listen,
lost.
men want
Okay.
access to sex. That's just what we want. We want access to sex, and that pursuit,
women do too.
Hold on, we also want relationships, and in that pursuit, while we're
Women
out here
do too.
dating and doing all that stuff, we get access to sex. Now, it's not becoming to us. It's not. See, look, listen. Here's the thing. It is more feasible and. You know what I'm saying? It makes more sense for ladies to withhold their cookies from all these other guys that's out here. You're supposed to. You're supposed to cherish that thing. But the moment you let, you know what I'm saying, a plethora of guys get you in a situationship, an 8-year-long situationships, man, the elastic done ran out of that thing, man. That thing droopy like an old.
And the thing is, men are not out here. Men are not out here. Men are not out here complaining about being in situationships and not dating. We're not complaining about that.
The main reason why you won't hear men complain about it is because the only men that really complain about it is the men that want to be with a certain type of woman, but she don't want it back. But with us, though, we control access to relationships.
We do.
We the ones that say, okay, we get on a knee, will you marry me? So if we control that and women hold access to sex, then yeah, like what Chill is saying has valid points to it. Because if a woman herself said, you know what, I'm gonna hold back, or because from the beginning of times, we could say men had no self-control, right? That's what you're saying, Elizabeth.
Go on, Jimmy.
Is that
No,
men?
that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that you guys always had self-control. You're choosing not to have self-control because from the beginning of time, if you're going off Christianity, it says women didn't have self-control.
Well, no, not just Christianity. We're just going off of biology and the way men and women are made up. For years, men have been known to have multiple wives, right? The polygamous nature has always been a thing.
That has nothing to do with control, though. That's actually very much in control.
Well,
with
no,
polygamy.
no, and I get it. So hear what I'm saying. The point is that multiple women, right? So it's just having access to multiple women. So men have always, for generations, wanted and desired that. Even being a man, it feels like an innate thing from when you're small to have, when you start to actually say, yo, hold up, man, I see a woman, I got aroused. We've always had it in us to say, okay, how many women can I be with? How many women can I pick? But for women now, y'all don't necessarily feel that way, right? You guys usually dream about having that one guy, for the most part. Am I right?
Can I just interject before you do finish? Because
Yes, you can.
historically, that's what we've been taught in this world, in our society. But let's not get it twisted. Historically, there have been many women that have had several husbands, several men for different reasons. So
it's not common. It wasn't common.
How do we know it's not common? Historically, we were taught that it's not common.
So how do we know it? How do you know what you're saying is the fact,
and break it.
What is going on?
You're saying is correct. I'm just going to break it down.
No, I'm saying history.
I'm going off of hold on, Quinn. Hold on. I'm going off of what we actually could see, and however you break it down, it's what's in the books. You're going off of very few situations and circumstances. But if we know that you speak on the majority, we're talking to the majority of situations. That's how men are. And
That's how you've
beyond
been conditioned
how
to
men
be. Yeah.
are, if we're put on this planet to be fruitful and multiply, one man can have
That nigga went to the Bible.
majority of the earth.
But being fruitful and
There's a
multiply did
reason
not
why
mean that you had several wives. It just meant that you had several children.
What I'm saying
After
is
we had
the
several wives.
desire. What I'm talking about is the desire, right? That desire to have a bunch of women. It's innate. It is a biological thing that men have because our seed can be planted in multiple places at the same time. That's what I'm saying. I have that innate feeling that.
So is Elisa blaming men's lack of discipline on why women are in situationships, and that women are giving up the box all day long?
Y'all niggas gonna let the rabbit get the gun.
Bro, so the women are the rabbit and we got the blicky. So I'm saying,
No, what I'm saying, y'all niggas gonna let the rabbit get the gun. If they the rabbit, Jess and Elisa shooting the hell out of y'all.
What?
Y'all ain't like, and y'all got me looking like I'm pandering because y'all acting as if you've never had guys complain about the friend zone, and y'all never known guys has been peeved with.
I want to
We're not saying that doesn't happen.
I got this. Quint, I got you. There's only a certain caliber of men that be in the friend zone, and everybody on this panel know who they are. Them are the simp cup dudes who hover around the women. They know that women don't really like them, but they're them dudes. I don't get friend zone. I ain't never been friend zone. Never. I'm not.
But some of the guys,
I've never been friend zone either.
Some of the guys pretend to be friend zone to get what they want.
Right. Well, okay.
You can't downplay every guy that's been in the friend zone because he might just be playing a long game.
Now, see, there are some guys that put themselves in the friend zone because one, they don't really like that chick like that. They be like, yo, you cool, you like my sister, girl. You like you my homie. You know what I'm saying? And I don't put a couple of girls in the friend zone because you know what I'm saying. Yeah, I know that.
Hey, the rabbit still got the gun, man. They shooting. Them Elisa and Jess and they shooting.
No, and Elisa,
kid ain't even scared.
Kid shooting too.
Are you currently in a situation right now?
Who?
Elisa, are you currently in a situationship?
No, she with herself.
Wait, who?
Oh, you just with yourself.
Elisa, he said, are you with somebody now?
Oh, Mr. Chill.
Yeah, Chill's asking if you with someone now.
You're not.
No.
She's dating herself.
I don't do okay. So the last situationship had nothing to do with a situation; it had to do with business, and it just fell into something romantic. So I remember somebody saying something that it was transactional previous to when I was not on the screen, and sometimes situationships do fall into be transactional. So I understand that, and it really had nothing to do with romance. So that was different for me. But as of now, the only situation I'm in is with me, myself, and I.
Really? Just
that's all she got in the end is what she found out.
Okay.
You didn't play for paper.
But the whole thing. Oh, go ahead, Kate.
Yes, Kit. I'm just curious because you love to, mind other people's business, right? So. I'm just curious, right? Because if I'm minding my business 100% of the time, and Elisa's minding her business 100% of the time, and we know just mind your mind, she minding her own business too. If you out here minding everybody else's business, who minding yours?
Y'all can mind it. Because see, here's the thing.
No,
I got you. That's why you
baby. So camera, we here to talk.
Respond. Hold on.
That's
see, I'm on a public YouTube channel. Therefore,
but what does that have to do with you minding Elisa's business? You're asking her about.
There's a topic, not about her personal business being on the line.
Here we go. Y'all want the brother talk? Y'all want the brother talk?
No, I'm actually. That makes no sense right there. You can actually hear me. It's okay. I'm not even.
I know. I heard you. I'm about to respond to you.
But I'm just curious because I don't never remember anyone ever asking who you clapping, if you getting clapped, do you have clap? Like no one's asked you anything. And somehow the business you mind seems to be everyone else's. I'm in enthralled.
See,
well, ask him, kid. Ask him.
Shoot right now.
All right. We got to do one mic. We got to do one mic.
All right.
I was
The
just
reason
curious.
why-
Go ahead, Joe.
All right. So look, this is a public platform, and nothing really works if you the type that want to hide everything. We're talking about real life situations that everybody on this panel done experience. I know every single lady on here done been in a situationship. All right. I know you done wasted years with somebody that didn't go nowhere. Okay, and hell, even us guys, we've been in situationships too, where we purposely made sure that shit won't go nowhere, but we got the roles.
But
Well,
let
and
me ask
be
you
honest
this:
about it.
why did you make
See,
it a
that's
point
that-
to ask just the
So
women?
we're
You
talking
didn't ask
about the
the men.
situationship, right? Are we
Because,
talking about
you wanna know
my
why I asked the men?
situationship? Or are we talking about situationships in a whole and its effect on society altogether? You can roll
And
your
its
eyes because I
effect
can
on the
roll
society.
it too. What are we
Hold
talking
on,
about?
I got two people asking me questions. I gotta get the kid first. Come on now, you can fight me later. Let me get the kid first.
Yeah, because what
All right.
comes out of your mouth is stupid, and I'm attacking
Why is
what
it
you
stupid?
just
Because
said.
it's the truth, though, Jess.
All right,
it's
whatever.
the truth.
GMT, why you put Jess above Chill like that?
Let me move. Let me move.
You doing this right here.
Yeah, put me on me right
Yeah,
now.
because you just got ganged up on. I guess you want to add anything personal to me again. Thank you.
Hey, but I always get ganged up on because what I say, look, these topics, a lot of the ladies don't want to admit that this stuff tend to hit home, man. They're not proud of situationships. Ain't nobody
You're
proud
ready
of
to talk about it,
situationships.
not
The
answer
only people
personal
who tend to be
questions.
okay
So-
with the situationships are
Hold
men.
on, one
because-
mic. Go ahead, Chill.
So the only people who aren't bothered by situationships usually are the men because we don't lose anything unless we were dumb enough to put a baby in her. But other than that, we go unscathed. Who lose in the situationships? It's always the women because you don't have a lot of time. And so when we talk about this stuff, I get it. I see why people are bothered. Like, why you ask me all my business? Why you trying to? I get it. But I already know
because it has no relevance.
y'all been in
No,
situations.
but wait, chill. Because see, here's the thing: if we want to go back in previous, shows, you ask me questions, I answer them. So that's not necessarily the case. What I'm saying is that to ask it generally, or to even ask you fellas of it, it's always let me ask the ladies, right? It's not
Right. Hell yeah.
asking single fellas, right? It's never that. But you're not minding their business. I'm just kidding.
Oh, so when it comes to the situationships, I don't need to ask the fellas. We have the upper hand in situationships. Ain't no point in asking.
We're not talking about an upper hand. We're talking about general conversation that isn't directed towards any particular person on a panel. You do realize that can happen. I'm just saying, because this situation, you know what? Fuck you, Mingo, because why would you put me next to him listening to Skinny? You an ass. Okay?
Yo,
You an ass.
if the audience asks for something, I gotta give the audience what they want.
Reach out and touch like Diana Ross said.
We done gave Skinny Boy too much power. We done gave Skinny Boy too much power.
But you look good between me and Chill.
Can I interject real quick?
Like a s'mores. To get
I
sandwich.
just wanted to,
Ash, where you at, Ash?
I just wanted to
You getting
say,
something?
She needs something.
off of what Mingo would just, I mean, not Mingo, sorry. So Chill just said, you said that guys have the upper hand within situationships. And I literally had to tell somebody just yesterday, they said they're married, they're young, like 30, 32, 33, and they've been happily married for a couple of years now. I had to tell them that they were winning yesterday, and they looked at me as if they were confused about it because so many people like you, maybe you don't feel like it wholeheartedly, but exactly what you just said, y'all have the upper hand, you're winning because you're in situationships. No, what you're doing is not actually giving your opportunity to, in my personal opinion, I can't do situationships because I'm not giving anyone an opportunity for me to meet them. What I'm doing is allowing them to mess up so that I could be like, oh, I'll give a reason to go to the next person or the next one and the next. It's not actually giving them an opportunity. And that's for me personally. I don't do situationships personally, but I understand why people do them because you don't have to have the responsibility to that person. You can really just let the wind blow whichever way it goes, in all honesty, or you may have children on both sides. So why even put yourself in that? I get it.
But okay, so Elisa, let me ask you a question. In that situation where you don't give each other to each other except your bodies, right?
when that relationship situationship is over,
for y'all, sorry, just so I can have clarity in your question, are situationships only because they're sexual? Is that what a situation is?
Not really. It could be what a person usually what I'm talking about is a woman could say, I'm in a relationship with a man. That man is not taking her serious, and that man is not trying to move forward
There's no labels
and go with her. There's no real label on the man's part. There's nothing like that. Because I believe that men control that part.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right. So what I'm right. That's what we're saying. So in any relationship, for the most part, there's gonna probably be some sort of sexual relationship situation that comes up with it. This is what it is. We're adults here, right? So what I'm saying is, in a situationship where there are no labels, and you're a person that let's say, Elisa, you're in a situation where you want to date someone and want to get married, but you end up with dating a guy for 3 years. You get nothing out of it. You never had a label. You keep asking the guy for a label. He never gives it to you, but you still give it up your body.
So
and then now you're 33, 30, hold on, you're 33, 34, 35, right? You want to be married. You want to have children. When that guy leaves you at 35, who has more wasted? Who like you've wasted time because you wasted for you wanting to have kids, you wasted the time you had to have kids. While a man, when he can go on and have kids, he's 90 years old. It doesn't matter. So he can go on and do what he needs to do. So he didn't really waste as much time as you did if you're a person that wants to be married and have kids. So if you end up in a situation, what Chill is saying, who wins? A man's going to win in that situation because it's not good that he wins, but a man's going to win in that situation because he can go on and still have the family and the kids he wants, while you have wasted 3 years of your life and now have the possibility of not having kids at all.
I think what we're doing is, oh, my bad. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say that. So if they never had a title and they're going for 3 years, no one's arguing that point. But if they're, that's not. I also can't get out that mind frame because I am me. So personally, I don't see myself doing something like that. That just doesn't make sense. Past a month, I need to know exactly, is there titleship? Do I need to be dating other people? So that just doesn't work for me. But in that sense of she's going 3 years, she asked for that. I mean, you asked to waste your time.
Right.
So in that case, a man has the upper hand, but really, does he? Because what is he asking for?
So the video that was showed that a woman was in a relationship for 8.5 years, and she didn't get anything out of it. And so we talk about communicating clear intentions. So you said within a month you're going to communicate those clear intentions, what you want. But there's a lot of women who aren't doing that, and they ended up upset because they're 3, 4, 5 years down the road and wake up like, oh, okay, this dude doesn't want anything to do with me, so now I'm going to leave, and now they have nothing out of that relationship.
Okay, hold on. Let me get the super chat real quick. I know you want to tackle that, Elisa, but let me take care of this. We got a $5 super chat for Marriage, Politics, and Sport. He says most of these situationships for women in their 20s is at the behest of the women. Men simply play in the marketplace women created. Right.
Totally agree.
You ain't lying. So
totally agree.
That's what I said earlier. Exactly.
That's right. Go ahead, Quint. Go ahead, brother.
I think we base this solely on the topic to a certain extent, as far as she being ignorant, being in a relationship or a situationship that long. But if you actually truthfully look at it, Elisa said something that really shoots guys in the heart when they're in a situationship. When she asked, should I be dating other people or not? Boy, they kill a brother in a situationship.
Not really.
They does.
Some do.
What? Hey.
They
I don't want to say dudes don't
we
like that.
Men don't want to be we men don't want to be crawling in the same dugout with a whole lot of other guys, especially when we spend a whole lot of time with them.
I'm gonna agree with that, Chill. Think about that. A lot of men, even if you don't really like the woman like that, right? But you have a little something, you got some straight connections with her, and she tells you, like what Elisa just said, yo, I'm gonna start dating other men because you're not doing nothing for me right now. Some cases, those men say, you know what? Forget that. I want to be in a relationship with you. Because that woman put guidelines on pretty much her box.
Yeah.
So she's like, yo, I'm not gonna just sit in this no more with you if you're playing games with me. And a lot of men be on some like, yo, forget that. I want to be with you now.
Or they become spiteful.
So with that, see, And guys, I've been in that situation. I've had it done, and you know what I told her? Go ahead, go right ahead, do what you do. Because see, fellas, y'all gotta understand something, man.
Situations like we care.
Yeah, Jess, I know you care.
Oh
Stop
man,
it.
Jess.
anyway, so before I was rudely interrupted by Jess, look, fellas, that's women. Women like to play games, man. They'll try to strong arm you into something. You know what I'm saying? If she want a relationship, she's going to try to manipulate you into that relationship. And one of the easiest ways, or one of the best ways, because they constantly do it, they'll tell you, "Well, I'm gonna go and date somebody else. I'm gonna date other guys then, because we're not going anywhere." Okay. Now, the only guys who will like bow to that are the guys who, they ain't got no other options like that. You know what I'm saying? When you a man with plenty of options, you ain't gonna cower to nobody and say, "I'm gonna go date somebody else." Go right ahead, baby. Go right ahead.
And Chill's right, because when you meet a man who's making a certain amount of money, has a certain kind of status, got a certain kind of what Chill like say leverage, like, go ahead, you can date somebody else, but you're not gonna find another me. So if you can't find another me, you're gonna be going back to dating Pookies and Ray Rays, these dusty dudes. He gonna love you, gonna take care of you, but I got the resource to put you in the situation you want to be in, because a lot of women live these, not you ladies, but a lot of women live these fantasies. They want to be able to be flown out everywhere, be in foreigns, be dripped in all the Louis Vuitton, all that stuff. And if I can provide that for you, you ain't leaving that. You can go ahead with all that mouth talk. You selling wolf tickets.
Y'all trying to act like all these special. Y'all talking about all these, huh?
I know what you're about to say, Quint. I get it.
Well, tell me what I'm about to say, fortune teller.
I feel like because there was a point that wasn't touched on. Like, I agree with you. We don't want nobody else swimming in the pool that we swimming in. We really don't. You know what I'm saying? Now, if a woman does say that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll tell her to go ahead and I'm gonna leave her alone. But I also want you guys to know this too. Hey, fellas, 9 times out of 10, they are already sleeping with somebody else anyway.
Exactly, but they don't want to hear about it.
So Chill, you're saying women don't have
like he is. Like, this is not how it is.
It's not how it is. Just not
for everybody. If you want to think of us as a monolith, of course. I forgot. Sorry. You think of us as a monolith. Sorry. I pull back. Go ahead.
I don't think of y'all as a monolith.
Go
I
ahead.
think of y'all
Go
as
ahead.
human beings.
Go ahead.
I think of y'all as human beings and how women have behaved, how we shown. We got the numbers to prove it. We got the stats. Y'all running them up out here. I'm not saying all the ladies on this panel out here running them up.
You think you're picking up quality women? You sleep around.
You damn right I sleep around. I ain't even my finger in the bottom.
But that's the thing. You're judging all women by them low quality women that you're talking about.
Because look,
that you're dating.
Listen. What is the definition of a low quality woman, dear?
I'm not getting into that with you. Bye.
Yeah, you better not, because you might be.
You need to put the guys together, man. We need to get the hook.
No, because
someone that allows
first of all, you move goalposts, so I know what conversations I want to have with you or not. So I'm stopping there. I know myself.
Okay.
I have discipline.
Okay. You got discipline.
Can
somebody define discipline for me?
But Chill. It's funny they talk about we don't have no need discipline.
Hold on,
go
one
ahead,
second.
Elisa.
1 second, Elisa. What's up, Elisa?
I was just gonna maybe switch gears because I'm so chill, always likes pulling out personal experience. I'll just give a personal experience without asking for one. My career.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I hate when people do that.
Yeah, it's okay. My career is something that creates situational relationships sometimes for me, and I have to cut them off. So there's a lot of people that work in different, like traveling nurse, flight attendants, and we get a negative connotation about our careers in the first place. When people meet me, they have this fantasy in their mind automatically. They're not seeing me, they're seeing the uniform, they see that I fly, they see that I'm in hotels, every other whatever. So they have this fantasy in their mind. And a lot of people come to me with situationship type relationships. So that's also another thing for women. We definitely have to be the ones to stand our ground there. And some women become lonely, or it's okay. And I know a lot of flight attendants who that's okay for them because we're never in the same city more than once. Why do I need to create a whole boyfriend that I'm now responsible for, and I have to create these emotional responsibilities for, or emotional intelligence for, when I'm never going to see them like that? So I get it to a certain extent. Do I like it? Do I condone it? No, because I have a soul that's just a little different. I need something more than that. But there's definitely jobs and careers that create situationships as well. I just want to throw that in there.
I agree with you. And being a flight
Right,
attendant is
right.
definitely
Being a
one
flight
of them.
attendant is definitely one of them.
I know.
When I worked in the public
You need to
school
huddle up.
system, a lot of them teachers were messing too.
Yeah. It's
Did you
like
Hey,
ever
I'm
get
talking
a
to
lot of
It's like
service
crabs in the back, like they
positions.
just
Yeah, a
mingle
lot
with
of
each other and
service.
stuff.
Yeah.
come on, damn teacher now. My wife is teaching.
Definitely.
Terry too.
especially
Yeah.
in churches. A lot of
Yeah.
relationships in churches, y'all. A
I
lot of
love church. I love
situations.
church. I love church.
Oh,
But and
I
someone
love
said
church.
something, but I want to say, because I said that you can't find another man like us. Yeah, there are women out there that do all that stuff. But guess what? There's 1.5 million more black women than there are men. So you can
I
keep all that.
know.
We can find a whole nother
Lord.
woman. That dime a dozen. And on top of that, if men don't got discipline and men about these situationships, then why more black men married to black women? There's more y'all. Just saying.
Wait, what? Run that
All
back.
I got to say
No, I
is
said,
even
if men are all about if men are all about these situationships and they don't have discipline, why are more of us married than women?
Because there's less of y'all. You just said it.
And they're busy divorcing.
no,
them.
but
You
that
literally just said it. No, we
So
talked about
okay, so
statistics
there's
already.
less of us, but more of us are married. So let's go again. So
Because there's
how is
less
that
of
more of us?
y'all. Break that down. The math is not
So it's less
mathing.
of
I'm
us,
not
but
the
gonna
more of us
math
disagree
married.
with
actually
that.
makes sense.
No,
It
the
makes
math
sense,
does not match.
Elisa.
If there is
Elisa.
less of y'all,
So
no,
you
no,
would
no.
figure because it's more of y'all, you would be married at a higher
At
rate.
that
You would have more
But it's
opportunity to be
no,
married.
you have more
no,
opportunities
that's not
because
how
it's
statistics
more.
work. I'm gonna need y'all to go
Yes,
It
back.
is because
It's
only
not.
79% only 79% of us are married to black women. So the other 19% are finding other races to go marry because
And
they ain't
marrying
marrying
out.
y'all.
Okay, so what you're
So that's
saying,
how more of us are married than you guys.
you got it. I'm gonna let that
That's how
go.
numbers work.
I'm not. No,
You
I'm not
can.
running with that. I
We
don't
don't
agree.
have
But
discipline.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not. You don't.
Yo, hold up, Ash. Ash, you quiet up here. What's up,
Bingo, we need
Ash?
to huddle up.
What's up, Ash?
I just want to say something because someone said something about like the open dating thing. Like, when I asked if I should be dating other people, then the man sadly wants to like be more serious. But then I was thinking, like, isn't that kind of like a situationship, but with the title? Because if the man never wanted something before him, what's to say he's not still like he still got that same agenda? Like, it's never gonna progress outside this relationship. Now I'm just letting you know you can't smash on other people because now we're together. Like I feel like it's still like in a sense a situationship because he's still kind of like blocking you from the rest of the world with no intentions on making you a wife or progressing further than what you are.
Put us together, Mingo. We need to huddle up, man.
I like a blockchain that said we don't got D discipline, we got ring discipline. I like that. But you know
What y'all think about what Ash just said though?
I agree with what Ash said.
She got a point, but even a pimp get mad when one of his streetwalkers says you want to go somewhere else.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
So she got knocked off. Quint. She got knocked
I'm
off.
telling you, I'm telling you, boy, that her man. I don't care what kind of woman it is to him. You tell him she should be dating somebody, she thinks she should be dating someone else, or should she? Boy, they don't want to.
What
They
I'm
don't want
saying
to hear
is,
that.
what I'm saying is, like the women shouldn't like fall for that just because suddenly because he doesn't want you with anybody else doesn't mean he wants you for the long run. Like that was my nugget to the women.
So Ash, can I ask you a
watching
question
So
before
you saying they
you
should
go
fall
to
for
the
the aftermath?
I know you gotta get the super chat. I'm gonna ask you a question after the super chat, Ash.
Yo, hold on. We got a 199 super chat from my guy Blockchain. He says, "At the professor for president, that was a master class." Yo, professor be dropping them knowledge, them bombs. But what you gonna ask? What you gonna ask?
But Ash, what you were saying though is correct. So my question to you would be, if you don't want to end up in a situationship, you want to be in a relationship, what should you do at the beginning of a relationship?
Oh, you gotta set your intentions, and then you gotta be wise, like, because men will easily agree and tell you what you want to hear, but like if the actions don't follow, if he ain't moving like he want to be with you, and you can tell if a man wants you or not. Now I don't care what anybody says. Yeah, he can pretend to play the game a little bit, but he ain't gonna be able to keep up on that level. When the moment starts to slack, you got to get gone, like quick, fast, in a hurry.
So Ash, let me ask you this question. So you're saying if he doesn't do what you need him to do based upon if you say this is what I want at the beginning, and he says I'll do that, and he starts to slack off, and you course correct, and he still slacks off, that means you need to leave, right?
Right. I'm not telling you don't give him the play. You don't give him the check in the box that he needs to do because then you're giving him the tools to play you at that point. Don't do that. You got to have it in your mind. This is check these boxes in my mind, right? If he's not doing that, after you tell him like, "Hey, I'm looking for a relationship," like the end goal is marriage, right? That's all he really needs to know, right? You gotta have a checkbox bet. Go ahead.
So Ash, my last follow-up question is this. That means what you just did was set the marketplace about what you will and will not accept. And if that man is worth his salt and worth him being with you, that means he'll do what he needs to do to be with you, correct? Like, so that means you set the marketplace, right? And now he's gonna conform to that marketplace based upon what you just said, correct?
Right.
Right. So again, if women are out here in situationships because men are here getting free sex from women, then we done set the market. We just conforming to what the market tells us we can do. You just proved what I said a long time ago.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Let's switch.
That'd be better.
I truly
Thank
believe
you.
that. I
Wanted
believe
to sit out the
women.
way. Thank you
Hold
so
on
much.
one second. I believe that women definitely control that. They control that marketplace. The only reason why we talking about this right now is when people became more liberal. The moment society said, like, yo, listen, free sex for everyone, women cut the boundaries of I require marriage in order to sleep with me. The marketplace changed. Men have always been this way forever. You know what I'm saying? Have always looked to find how many women they could find. That's it. But women always was the gatekeeper of that. So they were the ones that say, nah, you want this from me? You got to give me more. So men were more chivalrous, right? We would hold doors for you, try to talk to your dad. We would do things that was very intentional to get the box eventually. But we knew to get it, we had to be married to you. Now, it costs $40, a hot pocket, and, a great conversation. And that's all. So the marketplace completely changed when sex became easier.
What kind of hot pocket?
That's a pepperoni hot pocket. Pepperoni.
Man, ham and cheese.
Yeah.
Ham and cheese. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I'm gonna throw this out there. I'm gonna throw this out there now. I want all the fellas to think about this. When everybody said that the sexual marketplace and all that stuff changed, I think the women already been like this, man. And I'll give you a prime example. 1965, when My Girl came out, when Temptations, they did a live performance. They was on stage singing it. 1965, draws was flying in the air, boy. Your great grandma was out there, boy, throwing her draws up on stage, man. They ain't never changed. They ain't never changed. They still the same. All right. And now they just got laws in place for them to just be even grimier. All right. They were throwing them crusty ass draws up there on that stage, like My Girl.
So men leaving.
But you ain't just throw your drawers in the camera, did you?
Don't let New Edition. Oh, sorry, Jess. Go ahead.
What's up, Jess?
Go ahead, Jess. I'm sorry.
No, I was just wondering. So, like men wasn't behaving badly as well, like that.
Yeah, men, it's the same.
So then, is this like a chicken and egg conversation?
You said a what?
We don't control access. We don't control access to your body.
Over your ball head.
No, I hear what you're saying, Jess. But I hear what you're saying. We don't control access to your body.
Can I ask why y'all don't control access to your own bodies then? I'm really confused.
We do.
Do you?
We do.
I do. Do you?
Yeah, we do. Yeah, 100%.
Some of y'all.
All men do.
So
all men do.
What do you mean by that? We don't control access to our bodies. What do you mean by that?
If you are allowing yourself to dip and dive, as I'm so chill quite eloquently put it, that you're dipping and you're diving, that is not really holding discernment over yourself.
So Elisa, it's different. It's different for women. Since you were
wanted to make it different.
I'm explaining you. I'm explaining you why it's different. I'm explaining you why it's different.
It's different.
I'm going to explain to you why it's different.
No,
since,
I'm not
since
agreeing.
okay, I heard what you said. Let me land my plane because you just landed yours. So since you were in puberty, men have been trying to sleep with you from puberty since to your age now. Men don't get offered sex on a daily, hourly basis like women do. Oh, you need help moving? I got you. Or you need this? I got you. That's like offering sex. Because we don't get offered sex. So when someone says, "Hey, we'll give you sex," like if I'm starving and someone, I'm gonna give you a Ritz cracker, we're gonna take the Ritz cracker. So y'all get offered sex all day long. You guys are the fat person. Y'all like me. Y'all the fat person.
Take more
so
what
I'm saying, So what I'm saying is, y'all are the big titty, blonde haired, big titty, big booty woman in school that everybody wanted. So you always get what you want, and we're the ugly swan, right? So now that we don't get what you got, so you get offered it every day. So when someone offers us sex, of course we're gonna take it. We ain't got no discipline because if I put you and Ash and Jess in the room and Kid in the room with 100 men gonna sleep with all of y'all if they get the opportunity to. If you put Chill, GMT, Quit, myself in the room, we ain't getting sex with all those women.
I don't know about you, man. You know, but I'm a married man. I'm a married man.
You're married. That's why you can't get it nowhere. But if we're all single, hypothetically, right? All 100 women ain't sleeping with us.
I'm sorry. In today's day and age, y'all are always offered. It is always something that should be offered.
That's a lie.
No,
Come on,
Elisa, it's not true. It's only a percentage of men that are getting it like that. 30% of men at the age of 35 right now are claiming to still be sexless or have one sex partner in their whole
Poor
life.
fella.
Okay.
Men
Why don't
don't
you
get
believe
it
it,
like
Lisa?
that. How many men come up to you and say, and you like, okay, yeah, I like you, or I'm even interested in talking to you? There's not a lot. But those same men are starving for women. Starving because they don't get it like that. It's
Men
not
all on
as
the
many
plane
men
spreading
out
their
there going buck wild like you think. It's not. Statistically, it's not.
Do we need to bring the numbers out? Because we can get the numbers for you, Lisa.
Oh, please, go ahead, bring the numbers. We love the numbers that I do not believe in. I'm just saying
Well,
about
what's
what
the
I see
baseline
out
then?
here, and because just like you said, the numbers, right? There's more women than there's more men. From what I'm seeing out here, it's being thrown at y'all. And it may not be thrown at 1, 2, 3, 4 of you men in here in this
What's an
group chat.
example? What
I
are you
mean,
saying?
that
Where are
just
you
is
seeing
on
this at?
news.
Hey, don't start.
It might. I won't. But it's
So
there.
you're saying women are out here just throwing they
Them
drawers
ass up there dabbing, ain't she?
Since
we
1985
need a
or
Ricola.
1965, didn't he just say that?
Hey, she dabbing.
He definitely just said that.
It's not
Think
like
about
that.
all the men you walk past that you are not interested in.
A lot.
Meanwhile,
On
the
purpose.
majority
I'm
exactly.
selective.
And meanwhile,
Y'all just not selective.
100% of the men you walk past will, 95% of the men you walk past will be interested in you.
That's not a. That sounds like a personal problem that y'all don't have selectivity.
That's not a personal problem. It's not. We're just saying that men are. Most men are desperate for sex. You guys are not. So that's why you could select. And by nature, you are supposed to be more selective. By nature, you're supposed to be more selective.
Somebody read that super chat for Mingo. He don't proofread.
You said pre-free. They got a country came out and quit.
He did.
I'm trying to bite my lip.
Marriage politics and sports. He said the pill was approved in 1960. That unleashed women, female boomers were 14, and their mothers put them on the pill. 14, and their mom put them on the pill. He said that backfired and gave them the idea of sex without consequences.
Because we're the only ones that have the consequences.
Well, because you guys control access to sex.
All right, look,
that's why.
I'm gonna help her out a little bit. So yeah, there are consequences for men too. There are consequences for men too, and we know the consequences when we out here.
Child support,
child support, baby with a woman that you don't want to be with. You know what I'm saying? Now, these are the guys who are. I mean, y'all know them. What percentage is it? The dudes in the community that's making all the babies. You know, there are consequences, but
44%.
We don't suffer these consequences because we know better. We know the rules of the game. Look, if we out there just playing the field, no babies and no ring. We can
y'all got me. Y'all get me in trouble with my wife, all right? My bad, babe. Yeah, y'all get me in trouble.
Check it.
It wasn't.
Nope, it was the other fellas. I'm out of trouble.
He said it was the other fellas.
The next time they say something about you, what you got going on, you tell them that your theme song is by Ludacris and Nate Dogg singing the hook.
Goddamn right. I got
oh, that song, yo, y'all stupid. Jesus Christ. We got another $5 super chat. So I'm gonna read this first, right? I'm gonna read this. We got a $5 super chat from Marriage Politics and Sports. He says, Elisa, there we go, Quinn. In no world,
Elisa, in
do
no
men
world.
have the same access and sex as women, which is true. Men have the incel movement. There's a lot of incels out here, Elisa.
Yeah.
It's not a movement if it's not your choice.
Yeah, you all right? You all right, Jess? Because it's definitely involuntary. And these men do not have a choice because women are not choosing a large selection of men. I think what a lot of women do is they look at the men that they look at as attractive as women are throwing themselves at all these men because that's the only men you see. But there's all these men that you're not even looking at. They're not getting nothing. Kid, what up, kid? Kid is like, yo, my Wi-Fi is not popping today, so I'm going to just listen in. What's up, kid? What's your thoughts on the topic?
I've just been listening because, boy, it's a lot. Oh boy. For one, I believe that again, situationships are situational. We have to stop making it where because, and this is something that I just noticed about panel. It's always evil single black women. Damn them to hell. Everything they do is wrong. They breathe wrong. They poo wrong. They breathe wrong. They in the bottom of the bargain basement if they over 30. They, and this is nothing more than that. Like it's like, oh well, women need to do this, women need to do that. For one, no one ever talks about that there are a lot of men who were not always a part of the pickings. They were 2 steps, or as we like to say, 5 steps from incellery, okay? But what they did is that they decided to create the better versions of themselves, making them more marketable to the women and things that they are wanting and want to be more accustomed to. And instead of being involuntarily celibate and being mad at women and being mad that they're not getting picked, they could have easily done more to make themselves more approachable. They could have done more to make themselves more desirable. And somehow we sit out here and say, oh, well, women just, we didn't, we just didn't pick them and we just want this one type of dude. My theory is this, because I'm a strategist, right? If you see that women only want this one particular type of dude, why are you not doing everything in your power to at least look the part, to start getting the women and gaining the confidence and doing what you need to do to become that dude? Instead, you'll sit in mediocrity and be mad. No one wants to be with the mediocrity, the mediocre ass. Like that's, it's kind of wild to me. So, if you want your situationship to turn into something different, or if you want to even be able to have situationships, you might want to start becoming one of the desirable and stop complaining because no one wants me. That's all.
But some guys can't become not everyone's going to be desirable to everybody. Those men that we're talking about here, the large majority of men that women look at,
but where's the work that no one put the work in though?
Most women can't be desirable to most men either. As far as wanting to marry them, men might want to sleep with most women, but as far as wanting to marry them, most women aren't desirable for that either. Which is why the marriage rate looks the way it does today.
Okay, so again, so then why not those women? Okay, I'm not here for the man versus woman. I'm here for the people.
No, it's not that. I know. It's not that. What I'm saying is that not those men can't make themselves desirable. You're making it sound like the nerdy guy who doesn't have swag could add swag to his demeanor. He can't.
But there's women out there that want the nerdy guy.
No.
After they made bad decisions.
No, not necessarily.
Not arguing with y'all. Okay. Sunday.
Hey, kid. I've been giving women props the whole show. And you saying we doing the women against men.
It's
You
not.
see,
It's
got
not. It's not
Okay,
women
so
against men.
it's definitely
out of
definitely
this,
not.
okay, so out of this panel, we're talking about like what let me see, it's like we're talking about what 12% of the whole panel is bigging up on women outside of women bigging themselves up. On an occasion, shout out to Professor because occasionally he'll, sprinkle some womanly love out there. But like,
Drizzle,
let's not
drizzle.
do that. Like again, like
And then
we
Let me get
we
this.
have proof of we have proof of someone who made themselves into the guy that attracts women. That they change themselves.
How about
And we got
change
another one that's working on himself. He finna drop about how many you gonna drop, Professor?
Two people, two grown
Wait,
adults.
who's the proof?
Chill.
Oh.
He was 340 or 380 or what?
Yeah.
Yo, she said, "Oh, like what?"
She was
Oh, yeah,
married.
yeah.
Was,
I'm like
was
200-some pounds. So
Yo, Elisa is hilarious. Hold on,
right.
let me
Her
get this
face
super.
is.
Let me get this. Let me get this super chat. Let me get this super chat, y'all. Yo, hold on. My man called me Floyd Mayweather, man. So I can't have that. I can't have that.
My bad, man. My bad. I started it.
Yeah, God, nah, it's so good. Yo, we got a $5 super chat. He says, LOL. He says, you ladies trip me out. Why can't you take ownership of your superpower? And I know what he's talking about when he's saying that, right? Your superpower is your
Calico.
destiny, your body, who you are, what men want, right? That's your superpower, and you have to own it. Men want it, and that's what you have complete control of. And when that changed and sexual relations became cheap, I'm trying to tell y'all the whole dating market changed. The whole dating market. If y'all want to act like that's not real, I don't know what to tell y'all. There's no help in society if y'all really can't admit to that.
And Kid, to your point, Kid, to your point though, there are men who listen to KS and listen to other men and are doing those and are doing the work and are changing themselves up. And there's some men who are becoming chameleons and putting that facade on so they can get the woman that they want, but they can't sustain those women long term because they only do it they only have either a certain amount of money or certain amount of education. So there are men going out there actually doing the work. And if women are picking the wrong men in the bargain basement men, like Chill's saying, then they're picking the wrong men. But there are men out there actually doing the work, and either they're faking it or they're actually doing the work to attract the woman that they want. And it's not a man versus woman thing for the most part. It's just saying that when we said that the sexual marketplace changed when women start giving away free sex, that's where it's like, okay, well, if y'all want to stop having free sex in situationships, then y'all need to change. And like I said before, be more mindful of how you talk to these people and what you want out of these relationships that you're getting into. But there are men doing the work.
I agree with that. I agree that women need to do more as far as when they say that they want a particular thing, not be willing to stick around and see if they can convince this man of doing this thing. It's like stand 10 toes down. And if that's not what it is, then be okay with moving on. I know a lot of dudes, I know Chill, you're different because you said, I tell them to keep on going. And I get that. That's cool. But I know a lot of dudes, that they're not okay when you're not okay with their program. And when you're willing to just be like, all right, well, this has been cool. Like, be easy. They looking at you like, what the hell do you mean be easy? What you mean? Like, you're not trying to like make this work. Like, you're not trying to come and like, you're not trying to understand what I'm gonna explain. Like, not at all. Like, and I'm happy and hoping that you're happy and, still be cool peoples. Like, if you want me to put you on somebody that might work for you, like, no, I'm one of those chicks. Like, look, I got friends. Like, and you might be looking for one of them because it can't be me, But again, wait, that's we got to stop with the tactics. Like, this shit is crazy.
I think a big, huge misconception is that people feel as if when you meet someone, you can see the type of person they are from jump. People get to know people by attraction to them first and foremost, whether it's attraction to their smile, attraction to a funny joke they made, or attraction to their physical presence. you don't get to know a person instantly. And when people have these conversations, they act as if you're choosing wrong, or you shouldn't have let her get close, shouldn't let him get close to you, as if you know that person from jump. And I think that's one thing that we misconceive a lot. And then a lot of people say, oh, well, you shouldn't mess around with single mothers and all this and all that. And like I said on this show before, the single mothers that I met in the past was some bad, you know, and I met them and I talked to them or what have you. It wasn't that I was trying to, you know, get into what their personal life and all that was from the first conversation. And then by the time, you know, they told me they had kids, I still wanted them, you know.
Yeah,
So
you created a bunch of situationships.
Yeah. So you know, it's like, but it's like we act like we can see people's future from the get-go. Everybody can't do that like Chill, you know.
Yeah. I read their mails quick, boy. All they gotta do is talk. When they open their mouth, I'm gonna tell you who they are. I'm like, yeah. I'm going to go ahead and
Ash is patiently waiting for her turn. I've never seen Ash so patient in my. Oh, is she frozen?
Damn, she frozen.
Eat something. Say something. Blink. Something.
Yeah, no, she frozen.
Blink twice if you're there.
Elsa.
She frozen up because she was out screen for a while.
There you go. It dropped her. Yeah, she froze up.
Elisa, can we get a ginger ale? The whole can.
Yeah, I only give whole cans. I don't like walking back and forth now.
Hey, is it true that
they allow y'all to do that? Give out like just the whole can?
I work
they always give me.
So. I can't answer.
I guess I'll see you in a couple weeks, Elisa. See you in a couple weeks.
In first class?
Man, that's all ever flies first class. Don't try me like that.
Well, then maybe you'll see me.
Don't come for me like that.
I just do better in the front.
I ain't flown coast since Clinton.
They got the big nice seats in first class.
Yeah, I ain't flown coast since
Quint.
No, I'm just they do.
You said they got nice seats in first class?
No, he said they got those big nice seats in first class. That's what he said.
I know Quentin big ass ain't throwing no shots. He need one of them first class seats too.
I get what he just said. Okay, I was like, this seats.
Man, y'all let GMT start something you want to, man. I just said they got a big nice seat up there.
All right,
I ain't always been big. I'm good.
Let's change gears a little bit. So now let's flip it to the relationships. Let's flip it to the relationships. When we talked a lot about the situationships, what about the relationships, ladies? What's going on out here? Why aren't more ladies in real, solidified, solid relationships?
Who want to be in relationships?
Y'all just said y'all like situationships.
No, we didn't.
No, that's me. I was just talking about my personal, what I do. I'm a situationship type individual. You know what I'm saying? If I reach down into the bargain bin and grab somebody, that's gonna be a situationship.
You gotta look at the panel. Half the men on this panel, 2 of us married, 2 of them are in consistent situations.
But here's the thing, Elisa. Chill was married, so he has the ability to do that. I've never been married, so Chill was married for a while. So now he's like, I want to sow my royal oats, I should. I've never been married, so I am in a situation where I'm looking for someone to marry. So we're in different spectrums of the ball game. But we take what we get.
Right.
Oh my God, I can't stand y'all, man.
Yeah, but it's the truth though. I've been married for a very long time.
If I sit in the front row, that plane going straight down.
Lord. It's called a thing called weight and balance.
And then the kitchen shake her head, yes.
They better sit my ass in the middle, man. Sit me right in the middle.
Oh man.
Lord.
But look, my question didn't go anywhere though. I want to know what the deal is when it comes to the relationships. Why aren't we seeing more relationships out here? Why is that?
I can only speak generally, not generally. I can only speak specifically to myself, and I just brought it up. It has to do with my career. I get a lot of insecurity when it comes to my career, and I also am very, I don't like to say strong-minded, but strong-willed, and I get a lot of insecurity with that as well because of people's mental state out here. So I can only speak for myself. I don't know. But
hold
the
on.
only
You
things that I've met.
so I don't want to get personal, but did you take some? It sounds like you blamed other people on why you're not in a relationship. Is it?
Was
She's
I
like,
not
yeah, I
there?
did.
Yeah.
I mean, is there accountability in that?
I said what
You
I
say,
Okay.
said.
did you say no?
I said what I said.
Hey,
No, I
because
know.
you my answer.
I said what I
All
said.
right.
How
And
about the rest of the women?
all right, yeah, all the rest of the women. Jess, Ash, Kit. What's stopping you ladies from getting
But
in
you don't gotta be personal, right? Because I
All
know
right,
how
They
you
might be in a
fight,
relationship.
but just in
Not
general,
perfect.
just
He
in
was
general.
he was acting like if I was gonna answer him.
Well, I know you're not
I
gonna
knew
answer.
you
I know you wasn't. But I do hope you find a relationship. I want
You
you
don't
to
know
find
what
a
I
relationship.
am in or not in. Thank you.
You should share it one day. It could be fruitful for the channel.
I'm not you. I choose to choose what I want. Okay. Take it
Do
easy.
you? You do choose what you want? Or do you take what you can get?
Uh-oh.
I was talking about what I share on this platform.
My
Don't come for
bad,
me, bullheaded fool.
My bad, woman.
Hey,
My bad.
Hey,
It's Sunday.
Ash,
Don't do that
Ash
because
get
you don't know what I have or what I do not have. Don't do that.
before you
And I
get
will
frozen
never
again, how about you,
tell
Ash?
you.
Dang, Jess, you get so
man.
So
He said,
I
pray for
think
that young man. We
Stay
gotta pray
off
for you, Chill.
mine. Stay off mine.
I think Jess gonna kick off in your ass when you come to Charlotte.
Man, Jess ain't
Yo,
gonna do
I'm
nothing
gonna
but
have to
shake
keep
your
them
hand.
completely apart when he move out to Charlotte. Hold on, somebody got us
Somebody
playing in
playing
the
the video.
background.
Is that you?
Somebody
No,
playing
he's
this
on
in the
mute.
background. Yeah, somebody
That was
is.
me because
Somebody.
I was tuning Chill out while he was talking. Sorry.
All right,
Oh.
all right.
Ash, you gonna say something?
What's your thoughts on the topic?
Yeah. So the question to answer it, why aren't women in more relationships? So I think it was already answered because guys are content with situationships. Why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free? It's kind of like if majority of the women don't have standards or majority of the men are okay with getting it how they live, then it's harder to get people to commit overall because what's the point in it?
Interesting.
Okay.
Get you some clarity.
I'm gonna have to agree with everything Ash just said.
Yeah, I rock with Ash. I rock with Ash.
What's your thoughts on that? Was solid. What's your thoughts on that, Jess? In general. Oh man, chill, son. Jess, you get me?
She did it. He did it again. They got them on top of each other.
Oh my bad. Hold on.
Ruby, I don't want her taking the top of me, man. I feel like she putting down at me, hurt my bald head, man.
Jess, what's your thoughts on the topic?
I just think a lot of people in this society right now are very selfish and selfish minded, so it makes it where they're trying to please self rather than actually find something significant. So that's kind of where it is, but I do not think that those who are looking for something significant, that is impossible, but definitely you have to kind of guard how you go about it.
Right. Okay. Professor, what's your thoughts?
So what Ash and Jess are saying. I mean, and again, I have to go back to what I said at the beginning of the panel about making sure that what you want is being portrayed in a relationship. So I've said this to a young lady before, and she's like, "No, I couldn't do that." I said, within the first 3 dates, you should be saying exactly what you want out of that relationship. And I've said on other panels before, I mean, other shows before, if you're saying I'm not dating you for more than 2 years, well, on year 2, day 1, you should be out of it. You should be gone. Don't sit there and wait for the man to do whatever he says he's gonna do. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. No, don't believe what a person tells you. Believe what they show you. So if you say, listen, this is what I want from a relationship, and if he's not showing up within the first few months, keep it pushing. Don't stay in these relationships. So what Ash and Jess are saying is correct. You got to stand 10 toes down on what you believe, and you can't compromise. So the moment you compromise, the moment we see that sliver of light, we're gonna take that inch and make it a yard. So, and then you're gonna end up in an 8-year relationship. So stand 10 toes down, stay what you stay in say what you mean what you say, and I don't care what the dude is, what it looks like, what he drives, what he work, what he does for work. You got to keep it pushing, or you're gonna end up in situationships.
Okay. Quintillion.
I like that, Professor, because you also have a daughter, so it makes it's wise.
My bad.
Right.
My bad, Quint. I didn't mean that, man. My fault. I'm so used to, cutting up with you at work.
You done gave them the gift. Now people gonna be naming their kids that and everything.
Oh, my bad. My bad, sir.
I feel like relationships are not as easy as people think they are, due to the fact that you have to get through so much mischaracterization of themselves, and then you have social media setting expectations so high to where if you're not getting treated a specific way, that you feel like it's not good or it's not a thing, and then they're not as hard as people make them out to be, due to the fact that if you tell people to mind their own business and do things your way, it's not hard. You just have to keep people out of your business. It's not stop trying to please everyone and do what's good for you and that other person.
Right. All right, we got a $20 super chat from my guy, Mary Politics Support. You are truly supporting this channel today. Thank you so much. Like I always say on this channel, listen, I am not a panhandler, right? I'm not the guy that's like, oh, please send me super chats. But here's what super chats do, and everyone that knows YouTube knows this. It helps further us in the algorithm, and this show needs to be heard. So every time somebody hits supports with super chats, YouTube is like, yo, this channel is worth it. They're taking their cut and also pushing us further in the algorithm. So this is greatly appreciated, Marriage, Politics, and Sports. Thank you. And thank you to everyone that super chats. Blockchain, I'm so chill, which always coming through. I just wanted to throw a special appreciation to all of y'all. I don't take it for granted. So we got a $20 super chat from Marriage, Politics, and Sports, who says, women who understand this will be free. Men naturally take box from honey any way they choose to give it. If your standards are high, he will rise if you are worth it. If they are low, he will meet you at that level. And I agree. I said that the other day. Men usually, quit. Men usually rise to the occasion of what women want. They set the standards. They create culture. So men usually at some point would say, well, okay, women have higher standards. In order to be with them and in order to get what we could get from them, we now have to meet them at where they are. So I agree with that. But Elisa looks like she just was loading up the bounties for the first class passengers. So we'll wait till she comes back. Kit, what's your... Oh, hold on. She's back. Elisa.
She gone.
Unless you roll a blunt.
I'm not back.
All right.
Give me a second.
All right.
So, Kit, what's your thoughts on the topic?
So, for one, I do agree with Ash. Why bottom out about cow when you get the milk? I've been saying that for years. I also think that a lot of people aren't in relationships because, they're trauma bonded to, things that have happened in their past relationships. They're bonded to the trauma and things that have happened, that whether they made bad decisions, whether they thought they made a good decision in someone, their discernment wasn't in place, whether people were doing the sheets and wolves clothing, playing the part long to get what they want, and then, basically ripping it out to show who they actually are. Years of that going unchecked, and no one really dealing with their trauma behind those relationships is why you have a lot of single people now, because now it's all predatory. It's what can I get from this person? I'm not going to let this person play me no more. I'm not going to get played. I'm going to be the one doing the playing, or at least I'm going to be the one getting something out of it. And that goes on both sides. That's for men and women. I know a lot of men that's like, oh no, I'm just like, oh well, this one just bought me this, and oh, I'm getting ready to go get this from this one, and this one is about to send me this. It happens on both ends of the spectrum. A lot of women are like, nah, I ain't doing nothing with dude if he ain't paying this or if he ain't doing that, because they've already been a good person, right? They've already been the person that was doing the relationship things and being positive and, being that mate, for their mate. And every time they've done it, it has backfired in some way, shape, fashion, or form, whether it been on their own discernment or other people's predatory actions towards them. And after a while, all of that continues to build and build and build. And then all of a sudden, now you have this wall, and now you have this mentality, and now you have this way of doing things where it's like, oh, I'm not getting played. Oh, nah, fuck that bitch. Like, family show. F that hoo-ha, and all that good jazz. So when it comes down to that, I think that's a reason why a lot of people aren't in thriving relationships, because they don't trust themselves to be able to pick a viable person that isn't going to end up in the same situation. And they don't trust that person will actually do right by them the way that they plan on doing for them.
Okay. He says Kit without the glasses is like Clark Kent without the glasses. You like Superwoman, I guess. So, I'm so chill. What's your thoughts on the topic?
So, I want to agree with what Kit just said, and to add to that.
Hold up. You agree with Kit?
Yeah, I know, man. Something's wrong with me.
I'm getting
That's the
skis ready
first
for hell.
time I ever heard that.
But I appreciate that she said that. Here's the thing. I mean, fellas got to pay attention to that, man. There's a lot of ladies out here are now calculated due to the things that they'd already experienced. You know what I'm saying? You get with a woman and, you expecting her to do certain things for you, but she's already tried that with, several other guys and it didn't work out or it blew up in her face. Now she's calculated. And I've told y'all this on this show before. Now when she's like, I'm going to get you before you get me. And that's like the mindset of a lot of ladies out here. You know what I'm saying? they gonna get you one way or another, buddy. It'll be your wallet or I don't know. They coming to get you. Watch out for the calculated women. If you don't know how to spot them and how they move, how they talk, how they behave, oh man, you in trouble. And it's a bunch of women out here.
Watch out for the calculated ones on both sides, but also appreciate the ones that are doing the things that you all claim that we don't do, that y'all claim that men don't do. Men, they lack a level of chivalry now. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll, what happened to, whole thing, pulling out a chair, opening doors, making sure that, your person is, just, and those are small things, right? Same thing on the woman's side. Your man is working, like my girl in her relationship, her boyfriend works third shift, and she absolutely, when she has time and when she can schedule, she makes sure he has dinner. Well, he comes and picks it up before he goes in for his shift, or she takes it to him on his shift. Little things just to show, like, I am here for you, I am your person, and to look elsewhere would be futile. I think that if that was done more on both sides, conversations like this wouldn't even really exist. It would be more about, how to make relationships better versus situationships versus relationships. So we really just have to start looking at the narrative and looking at how we change that narrative, because, we need to start getting to a place where we do trust ourselves again to be able to be in viable relationships, so that we can be like the Mingos and the Quints of the panel. You know what I'm saying? Happily married to spouses that, might still put you in the closet or cuss you out, but they still gonna feed you and love you. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna make sure.
Oh man.
Give you a bowl of peaches.
Look,
Oh man.
Even fresh peaches, those was fresh peaches. Those wasn't even frozen peaches. Those was fresh.
Mm-mm.
That was
Because she cut those up for my guy.
And it was off.
I
She
love
didn't even give him the whole peach. She cut him off the pit
and brought him right to the closet.
Right to it.
And let me tell you something.
And she closed the door behind herself. So,
Those are some beautifully placed.
Alicia, what's your thoughts? Because you look like you're about to take off. You're going in the air just now,
I
right?
am. So I know that you guys are very patient with me, and I appreciate that. And I did want to just get this off my chest before I did leave, because I do have first class passengers ready to get on the plane. I agree with what Ash was saying, and I also just kind of wrap up my ideas. And exactly what Kit just said. Like, if we just focus a little more on ourselves and not being so selfish, and actually trying to meet these people and getting to know them, and having that accountability, like somebody said I didn't have, but having that accountability and just standing 10 toes down in that, we would be more like the ones who are married or having that long lasting relationship. But because of the cow aspect of why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free, that's what I was saying earlier in the conversation. Just because it's popular doesn't mean that it's good as far as the quantity over quality. Like, men can always find it, even though you guys say you can't. It is out there. It is a lot more accessible than relationships are for women right now. That's why a lot of us aren't in them. For me personally, I definitely, like I said, agree with what the women were saying on this panel. I agree with mostly what everybody was saying, except for y'all not having self-control. But yeah, that's the gist of it. I definitely think that we just have to change our mindset in general, so that we can all thrive, because relationships are very important. They're winning. You want to make sure that somebody has your back, that someone's cutting your peaches, that someone's clapping your peaches, and it's the same person, and you're sharing that energy. I said it.
Your peaches.
You're sharing that energy, and it's a creative, wonderful bonding energy. It's not just you're sharing that energy with everybody. So yeah, that's my 2 cents.
No, that's real. I respect everything everyone is saying on the panel today, and I do want to end it here, but I want to say thank you for everyone. I don't like ending the show with Elisa having to drop, so I'm good because I want her to go to work. So with that being said, much respect to everyone on the panel today, and I want to thank everyone in the chat. You guys were super active today, and thank you so much for the super chats, also for the mods that's in the building. My boy Skinny Boy dropping all of those links. Blockchain, I know Blockchain, he makes sure no one says anything off the wall.
Right.
That's crazy, off the wall in the chat. So much respect to everyone. And thank you so much, Marriage, Politics, and Sports, for all of your super chats today as well. With that being said, stay tuned. We got Grown Women Talking on Tuesday at 9 p.m. Also, Friday, we got Grown Men Trash Talk at 1:30 p.m. And then moving forward from there, Sunday again, open conversation. We got another great topic. Alicia, you had something to say? Oh, okay.
I was just congratulating and clapping for everyone.
I appreciate it. But thank you so much. And we also, I just want to let y'all know we have some live stuff in the works with some new people that we're going to be working with soon, where you're going to see us doing some in-person panels. I am so looking forward to that. Ooh. This is going to be dope.
I can't wait for that.
Yeah. So with that being said, the show is growing, but please do me a favor and don't forget to share the content. Tell your folks to not only share it, but subscribe. We're on the road to 50,000 subscribers and counting. So let's keep this momentum going, y'all. I would like to thank everyone again, and y'all have a good one. I will see y'all on the next one. Peace.